Hi everybody, welcome back to our channel, LifeSnapShot. Evelyn, Muttley, Greg here from Australia. Weather's changed, mate. We had a bucket load of rain last week. Check out my other video. It shows how much rain. It was ridiculous. It was just like in a 24 to sort of 48 hour period. It just ba-ba. But anyway, that's Australia for you. Appreciate all you dropping by and saying g'day. All the comments, smash all the comments, do the shares, do the likes. We really appreciate it. It helps our channel grow and everything. So yeah, but I just wanted to do a recap. I like doing these recaps sort of once a month-ish, but there is big movement out there. Now look, I say this all the time, okay? I am just an average person. I have no insider knowledge. I am not very well educated. I just look at something and I get a gut feeling and I go for it. And I just do these videos with the way I would do things, and then I just pass the information on to anyone who wants to listen. Okay, that's it. I wake up, I make a decision on what I'm going to do, and then I go and do it. Win, lose, even out, whatever it is. Okay, I want to talk about a couple of things. I'm just going to write this down. Let's go straight into gold and silver. So for those who've been following me, I pretty much put some investment in gold last November, and I did some silver not long ago, a couple of months ago. Now, if you were to, you're going to have a look at some things on the screen here. If you were to have invested in gold, back in February, you would have only been paying 4,600 an ounce. Okay. If you were to have invested in May, you would have been only paying $5,027 an ounce. If you were invested in gold in June, 5,019 an ounce. And as close as July, 1 month ago, that's 4 weeks, on the 8th of July, you would have been paying 5,116 for gold per ounce. Today's price, where is it? Sorry, I'll just get it. It's backwards. Today's price is, I think it's, there it is, 5,200. Just let those figures sink in. You're making money doing nothing. You're making money just investing. You're making money for the long term. It is such a no-brainer. You need to get onto this. You need to get savvy about what's gold doing. Look, do I feel that something's going to happen? I feel something's going to happen. I feel it's going to actually cool off. I predicted it actually back in June. I said it probably would do it, and I was wrong. It just kept on going up. And now everyone's saying about silver. So let's look at silver. So for silver, at the moment, you're paying 59. This is Australian, by the way, 59 an ounce. It actually hit 60 early this morning, but it dropped straight down really quickly. So actually, for the first time ever. So if you were to have bought silver, any type of silver back in March of this year, you would have only been paying 51 an ounce. If you bought in May this year, you're paying 52 an ounce. If you were to have bought in July, as close as July, okay? So it's been the end of June till now that silver took off, and there was a couple of, and they're experts. These guys live, breathe, and eat gold and silver prices on YouTube. You can tell a guy like me who's just telling you from the hip and what I do, and you can tell an expert. They've got in their titles, such and such gold and silver person, But as of July, if you would have invested in silver, you would have been only paying around 56.60 an ounce, 56.60. So there's the figures. I keep saying it. Now let's look at everything else that what I have been doing. So crypto has right now is $1,928 I've got sitting in my crypto account for my wallets. I invested $2,000 back in May, and it has never gone over $2,000. We actually dropped it. We lost almost 500. I think it was around $480 or something. Just went down and down and down and down and down and down. But I didn't panic. I just left it go. Now, for the first time since May, it went to, on the, what is that? It's on the screen there. July the 22nd, it peaked at 2,210. Now we were like, okay, now it's turning, it's starting to go up. Well, as you can see, even since July 22, that was only what, 2 and a bit weeks ago, it's dropped back down. So like I've always said, crypto is something that you just play with. For me, it's just a play thing. You just throw money in it that you can afford to lose, and if one day this gets up to like 2,500, total, we're going to take that $500, and then it's only an investment of $1,500, and we're just going to keep going like that. We're not expecting to make super duper money, and you shouldn't. It's extremely rare you see and witness somebody making decent money on crypto. But there's crypto. So we invested 2,000, and now we're down almost $72 or whatever. So hey, whoop-de-doo. Interest rates were going great before the election. Actually, no, sorry, about a year before the election. So going on a year and a half to almost 2 years ago, they were going all right. And then suddenly everything hit the fan. Governments start spending money and your interest rates go who knows where. But at the moment, there is government pressure, I guarantee. They will never admit to this, but there's government pressure on the interest rates on the RBA to hold them or bring them down. Now, they expected this year interest rate cuts. I think we got one small one at the beginning of the year, and that's bloody obvious because there was an election to make everybody calm down and vote whichever way you want. That's just a given. So then there was supposed to be 2 more interest rate cuts, which the Treasurer said that should be. The last one went by, there was no cut. They held them. Now they're saying in August, August the 11th, 12th, it is now the 8th, the RBA have a meeting again regarding interest rates. Our government at the moment is spending like a wounded bull. It's unbelievable how much they're spending. It's crazy. We should be very concerned about that. My prediction, they're predicting a cut. My prediction, hold. I'll say hold. I'll even go as bold as saying there might be an interest rise. Bad for mortgages, good for me, self-funded retiree. So my prediction, hold, maybe rise. We'll see. We'll find out in a couple of days. House prices. So house prices, look, it's blind Freddy can see what's going to happen with house prices. They've been expecting a crash or a burst of the bubble for 20 plus years. That's what I've been hearing. I've dealt with real estate a lot over my life. That's one thing I'm pretty good at. At the moment, would I buy? Absolutely not. I would not buy. I wouldn't buy I wouldn't buy a house if it was slashed by 25-30%. I just wouldn't do it. There's a couple of factors why I wouldn't do it. It's just dead money now for me. In investment, the government will take more money than you'll get, trust me. I just feel that there's going to be just a smooth line when it comes to house prices at the moment. The prediction is they're going to go up 5%. They already have this year, 5%, especially in Sydney and Melbourne. I don't know about other capital cities, but they're pushing 6%. Now, I've just got my rates, and they're pushing now for, I think, between, I can't remember, 8 to 12% rise in our rates. So they're going to get 5 or 6 or 7% for that, and that's just going to push house prices up again. So it's a no-brainer. If you were to buy a first home and you've got a budget of $1 million, if I was in that position now, I'd be looking for a house that you're not going to get in the area you want. I'd be looking for a house for around 650, 700,000, and saving that 300 grand you've got and smashing out a smaller investment of a home that you live in and trying to pay it off as quickly as possible. That's what I would do. I wouldn't go the high scale. I wouldn't go, something 1.2 million. That's just ludicrous. I'd be looking for something that's around the 700 to 800,000. I know that's kind of difficult, but even an apartment or something like that, I just get my foot in the door. It's pretty much what I did when I first bought a home. Is I could have gone and bought a $500,000 home. Back then that was probably like a $1.5 million home now. I didn't. I went and bought a $185,000 home and worked my way up, little steps, So house prices prediction go up 5 to 6%, 100%. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. So there's nothing you can do about it. This crash, this burst of a bubble, it's just garbage. I've been waiting for it for 30 years. I feel prices are just this is it. It's a runaway train, but it's going up. It's just going to go up. The prices are just going to keep going up and up and up. There's nothing you can do about it, especially when we're getting immigration and stuff like that at record highs. So sorry, anyone who's out there trying to find a home, you need to buy a home. You just need to drop everything at all costs, get into a home, because it's a great investment. A long-term investment is good for your kids. It's good for your future. So house prediction, prices go up 5-6% for sure, 100%. Now the eBay, it's been I would say now probably going on around 9 weeks. I think 9 weeks, end of maybe, probably going into the 10th week. Now, as you can see on the screen, we've done 3,757 in sales. 3,100 of that is profit. I'm just doing this on the run here. I worked it out just before. It's pure profit. So we'll do it at 10 weeks. That's $310 a week. That's not bad. Like I said, we if you've been following us, we spread out our money. Like I said, we've got gold, we got real estate, we got term deposits. Evelyn's doing a part-time job, and now we're doing eBay. And we are, trying to just turn some money over without having to dig into our savings, and the term deposit can just sit there until the interest rates rise. That's what I want to happen. So $310 per week in our pocket is huge money for a couple of two with no mortgage, no kids, no credit cards, no car payments, no nothing. We owe no money to anybody. So, we put it all together and we're earning around $1,500 a week, which is good coin. We can live on 75K a year, even to the point where we can put 20,000 aside to go on holidays and stuff like that we want to do. So all in all, so far, we're still going like this. We're still going up. So and we hope that everyone else is too. This channel, it's just all about that. It's just about me telling you how we do stuff. There's no trick to it. I go out and I find opportunities. I go out and I look for garage sales. I go to the marketplaces. I go and talk to people about gold and silver and stuff like that. I go and get advice from people that I think have done it before me and what their outlook is for the future and stuff like that. I do everything I do, anyone can do. So just remember that. There's no trick to it. I'm no expert. I'll just tell you as it is. I get up in the morning, I get on this thing, I have a look at what's going on. I even check out the US market, see how strong things are going there, because it's a big wave effect when it comes to whatever happens in the USA. Will eventually happen here, whether it's good in the USA, well, it's good here, whether it's bad in the USA, it's bad here. That's just life. That's the way things have happened in the 53 years that I've lived on this planet. It's basic. It's pretty obvious. So yeah, that's it in a nutshell. No secrets, no tricks. I hope that my advice gives you the drive to do something and make a difference on your future, because mate, I want to tell you that something rosy's waiting around the corner there for you. Oh, just change governments and everything will be fixed. No, it's not going to work like that. And if you look at the last, not just the last government, the government prior to them, completely different. They're completely, they try to look on paper opposite, but if you really dig deep, they're both exactly the same. They're not here to help you. They do not care that you go under. They do not care if you don't have a job or you can't find a job. They do not care if you can feed your family. They don't care about that stuff. When it comes around election time, yeah, they'll tell you all this, but it's not true. So it's up to us. It's up to you. It's up to me to make the future you want. And I wish you as well. Hang around for the next one. Check out our old ones. Went to Granite Falls and stuff like that. And I'm going to show you the renos soon on the house. Thanks. All the best. See you later.